What's going on, everybody? So a little update on the Asterina starfish outbreak that I've had in the system for the last couple of months. I put a Harlequin shrimp in there. I added a second in there about a week and a half later. So I've had two Harlequin shrimps in the tank. You can see one of them right there. So they've been in the tank, the two of them, probably for about a month now. And it seems like I have more starfish now than I had a month ago. So I think I added the Harlequin shrimp in just a little late. The Asterina population had just exploded too large for them to ever catch up with. So I've got a plan today that we're gonna tackle. I'm not looking forward to it, but the plan is all of the rock you see inside of here, for the exception of maybe a couple little pieces, are coming out and being thrown out into a bucket in the yard, and I'm bringing in new rock, and I'm gonna re-rockscape the tank and replace all the coral. And I think what that's going to do is it's probably going to dissipate the starfish population by at least 2/3, because during the day you see a few of the Asterina starfish along the back walls, as you can see them up there, and you can see a few of them here and there on the rocks. But at night, when it's just the lunar mode, the rocks are covered. And what I've found is, now that I have no more coralline algae in my tank because the Asterina starfish have consumed all of my coralline algae, they are cannibalizing my coral. As you can see right there with this one piece of coral, the big white tip on the top of it, they have actually been eating my styloporas. So at this point, they're no longer just an eyesore, they're actually becoming a nuisance to my coral. So I'm going to remove all of this rock, which has all the starfish in them. The starfish basically during the day burrow inside of all the rocks, and then at night they come out and consume as much as they can. So I think if I take out all the rock work and put in all new rock, the only starfish that are going to be left in the tank are going to be what's on the walls and maybe crawling around on the bottom of the glass, which is going to cut the population into maybe a third of what it is now. And I think what that'll do is that'll give the Harlequin shrimp a good head start on removing the rest of the starfish that are in there. And obviously, once the Harlequin shrimp run out of starfish to eat, they will starve if I don't continue to feed them starfish. So at that point, I'll either A, capture them, trade them back into my fish store, B, I'll sell them to somebody else who has an Asterina starfish issue, or C, I will have to start, feeding them starfish, like chocolate starfish, cutting up pieces of dead frozen starfish and dropping them in there and feeding them. That'd be the only way I'd be able to keep them after they've destroyed and consumed all the starfish in the tank. So that's going to be how I'm going to tackle this problem. So FYI, if you ever see a couple of little starfish like this in your tank, start combating it immediately. I procrastinated due to moving out of an old house, so I procrastinated and I waited a little too long before I started taking care of the problem and directly doing something about it by adding the Harlequin shrimp in there. So I think I just waited too long, and the starfish population are just so out of control that the starfish can't even keep up with the amount of repopulation that the starfish are doing. So we're gonna try plan B. Plan B is take all the coral off all the rock, take all the rock out of here, place all new rock in here, re-glue all the coral, and hope it's successful with no loss. That's the plan. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all done.